So it's just, and they're taking a lunch break and stuff, talking to muskrat. And, dude, I am like, I'll just sit back here like this then. But sitting there talking to muskrat, I was telling him, man, I had to change my dang boots, man. Told him my toes are freezing and stuff, and he said, yeah, man, I went hunting one time and wore steel-toed boots, man, and my toes, I think they were rattling around, you know, it fell off and rattling around, but he got frostbit wearing steel-toed boots. And it's funny how you'll be talking and something you haven't thought about, and jeez, man, how old was I? 16. Let's see, no, I turned 50, so I would, yes, so 15 or 16 years old is how old I was, and I used to wear steel-toed boots, you know, all the time. And I was really into, hey, stop. I was really into practicing all the time, you know, backswing kicks and karate, and I was taking taekwondo and all that stuff, but I always, man, was really into the backswing, you know, spinning around, backswing kick. I'd probably kill myself if I tried it out. But, backswing, you know, I was really into that. But anyway, you know, I wore steel-toed boots. So, this one day, man, I can't remember I think his name is Mike. I think it's kind of a friend of mine or whatever, but we're getting off now, we're getting to school, and we're getting off the bus, and I'm just right behind him. And as we get off the bus, man, dude, all I see is this freaking hand go and just punches this freaking dude out. This friend of mine. And I mean, just freaking, you know, he went down, just like, freaking, and then the dude just starts wailing on him. And as I come off the bus with my steel-toed boots on, man, I freaking, as soon as the guy stood up, man, I was going to kick him, I freaking did a back swing kick and put one of those steel-toed boots right upside that kid's head. It's just whap. And man, dude, I just, man, did that, and I just kept on walking. Man, and I freaking walked all the way to the school door, never looked back, man, and as I looked back, but, I think his name was Mike. But anyway, dude, as I was going in the door, man, I looked back like that, and that dude was still laying out, man. Dude, it laid him out. And, you know, whatever his name was, man, was stumbling back in. I just kept on walking. I never seen that dude. I don't even remember what he looks like, nothing, man. All I remember is seeing that fist punch my buddy out. And the next thing I knew, I stepped off the bus, planted a boot upside his head, and just kept on strolling, dude. But I hadn't thought about that in forever. It's funny how one thing could bring something back. Dude, it's probably not funny, man. I'm probably lucky I didn't kill that kid. That crazy, dude. Things you do when you're young, man. Young and dumb, baby. Young and dumb. All right, man. I gotta cut this back in here, dude. After I finished this video up, man, I ended it and everything. And then I was out here splitting wood. Like I've said a zillion times, man, your mind, you got lots of time to think. Well, I was thinking on all the, you know, back then I hadn't thought about that for so long. And the one thing I wanted to get clear of, you know, is that dude that I kicked in the head, but he was bullying that guy all the time, man. He was, dude, he was always you know, kicking his ass, dude, all the time, man, always. And you know, and sucker punching him like when he comes off the bus. The guy was, you know, man, we were friends for that half of our. Well, we'd still be friends if I'd ever seen, you know. I went on, moved on, different school, whatever. But, yeah, so he was getting bullied. So then I started thinking about, man, the bullies, you know, and you hear a lot about bullying nowadays. And, dude, I've always been one for the underdog, man. I freaking hate bullies, man. There was had a friend, Robert, in 9th grade, man. Man, I can't, well, I could look in the yearbook and find out his last name. I'd love to find him, man, Robert. You know, I don't know whatever happened. I don't even know, man. The last time I remember him, we were riding motorcycles. One time we're riding motorcycles. You know, man, without helmets in Oregon, we were in Oregon, too. And Oregon has law, you know, wearing helmets anyway. We're rebels. But anyway, we were riding motorcycles, man, and I hear Robert, ow! I might have told the story. And I look over, man, and Robert had got stung by a bee on his forehead. And, I looked over at him, man, it's kind of swollen, man. Freaking, oh, you're right, yeah, man. We're cruising. And, dude, I look over a little while later, and he looks over at me, he's like that, and his freaking forehead was so swollen, man. He looked like Planet of the Apes or something, man. That dude was crazy, dude, Robert. He was so awesome. But, another time, that's what I was going to get, where I was going, I always start, now once you start getting me on these stories, I'll never stop. But, dude, one time, Robert, he was getting bullied, and I don't know who, I can't remember anything like that, but, he was getting bullied, and me and Robert used to skip school a lot together, but we used to skip school. Here we go on another story. We used to skip school. I'd moved over and lived with my my father in 9th grade over in Medford, Oregon. And I lived out in Sam's Valley. And so now we had a long bus ride, man, from Sam's Valley to Central Point. It's like, I don't know, man, 20 miles, 25-mile bus ride or something. Anyway. So we used to skip school a lot. But anyway, when we'd skip school, we'd get to school in Central Point, and the school, it was all, the way you access the school, you know, it was a little country school, and the way you accessed it, all the rooms were outside. There was like this, these covers, you know, where you walk to class, but it was all open air. It was kind of crazy. But, and the lockers had gates on them and stuff, but the lockers, you know, they were all covered, but they were open air too. It was crazy school. Anyway, when we decided to skip, we'd just walk into school, you know, get off, take the bus, and get into Central Point, and then we'd just walk straight through the school and right out the back, and then we'd walk down to the railroad tracks, and we'd catch the train going to Medford. So we'd go to Medford, Oregon, which was, Medford's probably, I don't know, 11 to 15 miles or something. So we'd catch the train to Medford, ride the train there, you know, jump the train and go around, you know, party and visit and hang out and go freaking hang out with all the losers at the park and all that crap. And then about, I don't know, 2 o'clock or something, man, we'd go and wait for the train, boom, there's a train, man, jump on the train, ride it back to Central Point, and then jump off the train and walk back to school and get on this bus and go home. Dude, it was great, dude. But anyway, this one time, One time, Robert had been getting bullied, man, big time. And I can't remember who it was or anything like that. And I didn't witness like him getting bullied or anything. But man, he's all, this guy, man, you know, telling me this guy's picking on me, doing this, doing that. And the next day, he shows up, and you know, he's all, freaking's got his bag, and he's all, I'm gonna get that MFer today, man. And he opens up his bag, dude, he's got a pistol. He's got a pistol in his bag, man. He's gonna freaking shoot that bully. Man, I'm like, oh man, Robert, I think we probably ought to skip school today, man. Let's go hang out at the park or whatever, man. So I talked him into skipping school. Or, dude, he might have shot that guy. Man, there's so many stories, man. And bullying is, it's terrible. I was never, well, I was bullied when I was a kid. You know, kid, Oliver was the one that was a kid, but there was a Indian, dude, it was a girl, dude, she was freaking huge. Her name was Tammy, and she was evil. And she used to, I mean, dude, I was just a little, Christmas, I was just a little 75, 80 pounder, and this freaking Indian girl, and dude, she did not like me, man, at all. I never done nothing to her. And man, she was, which probably now, man, freaking, you know, once you grow, now she's probably some little petite thing, man. But at the time, dude, she was freaking huge and mean, man, mean. She never, like, beat my ass, man, but she used to chase me and stuff, dude. I scared shitless of that freaking girl. There was her, and then, you know, I had conflicts or whatever, never really bullied. Me and the whole group of our neighborhood kid, we were the Taft Street Terrorists. After we'd seen Warriors, we were going to do this, make our own gang, so we were the Taft Street Terrorists. And used to go hang out at the park, and there was this other evil, rival gang, you know, there was really no gangs. You know, but we, you know, we're playing or whatever. But dude, this one kid, Elvis, his name was Elvis. Dude, I love Elvis. His name was Elvis, man. He carried a club on his side. And man, they chased us down the road one time. Like 6 of us, man. But, and then, you know, there's just, there's always jerks, dude. You know, I wasn't one to get bullied, really, but other than that Indian girl. And, but there, you know, there was always, there's an asshole in every crowd, man, it don't matter. But, for the most part, I got along with everybody, dude. Jocks, hoods, all of them. But, what was I gonna say? I hated school, dude. I absolutely hated it. I just wanted to go work. I just wanted to go sell my junk, you know, because I started selling at the flea markets in 9th grade. Man, I just wanted to sell my junk at Treasure Hunt, man. Should have just quit and left. Oh, wait, I did. Here's the rest of it. Crazy thing is I never got in trouble, never got called to the principal's office or nothing about that. I really don't think that the kid that, the only person that might have saw anything would have been the school bus driver, I guess. I don't think that kid ever even seen it coming, man. Crazy. Look at all damn ants. I'm gonna go over there and give these my chickens. Oh, dude. I've about had my fill of this. That second battery, it's starting to go. This must be that one that goes down pretty fast.